Hello, I'm Daphne Goode. We're here enjoying the waterfront and a beautiful day here at the Cowichan Bay Maritime Centre. Thanks for joining us on Go Island, Cowichan Valley. On today's show, the Cowichan Bay Maritime Centre is open for business. Creative minds at work on Salt Spring Island and the success of Vancouver Island's own Serious Coffee. All that and more on Go Island, Cowichan Valley.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Well, it truly is a living museum here at the Cowichan Bay Maritime Centre. And with me is the General Manager, Sharon McLeod. Sharon, give us a bit of an overview, if you would.
Hi, Daphne. Yes, right now we're standing inside the Maritime Centre main building. Today we're going to go on a bit of a tour to show you the full facility we have here in Cowichan Bay, from the museum to the workshop. We're going to head out on the pier and take a look at the work being done on our pods and go right to the end of the pier and visit the pavilion.
Volunteers have been busy rebuilding the pods and pavilion on the walkway at the Cowichan Maritime Centre. Exhibits will be mounted soon, in time for spring opening. Eventually, there will also be a brand new addition at the centre. Volunteers will deck the foreshore and put in a shallow water dock with a ramp, especially so residents can launch and dock small boats. The site has been maritime related for many years.
Well, the Cowichan Wooden Boat Society was conceived in the early 1970s, and it was originally a boat building school, house next door at the Blue Nose.
Right.
And then this actual site used to be a refueling station for tankers that came into the bay. When that closed down later on in the 70s, the Wooden Boat Society moved over here.
How do you involve volunteers?
Well, volunteers will often run the workshops that we have. So we've got some workshops coming up on knot tying, navigation, some facts about what to do when you're cruising the busy waters. And volunteers are also very needed for maintaining the site. We're doing a lot of work right now on the pier that you'll learn about more. And we're relying on volunteers as well as our facilities manager to get that done.
Yes, it is a busy place here. I see a lot of people doing lots of things. And the exhibits, it seems like every time I come in here, there are new exhibits. It's a great way to learn about our maritime history.
Yeah, we've got exhibits right here in the Maritime Centre and out on the pier in our pods, what we call our pods. But right here in the centre, we've got examples of wooden boat building. We've got First Nations dugout canoe and some history of the First Nations in our area. We've got commercial fishing and sport fishing displays, and we've got outboard motors, like historic outdoor motors out on the pier.
Yeah, there's lots to look at, and we can give everybody a bit of a preview, because you really need to come here and enjoy it for yourself. Spring and summer, of course, is a wonderful time to visit the Cowichan Maritime Centre here. So let's talk about the ways that people can actually enjoy the space. I've been here for a few receptions. This building is great, really airy, very bright. So there are facility rentals available.
Yes, there are. Actually, we have quite a few community groups and private bookings. Upstairs is called our mezzanine. So we've got a kitchen, we've got a really nice open space, lots of windows, and people can book it and come in. We've got lots of tables and chairs, and it's just a great place to come down and hold a function.
Yeah, I guess for standing room, probably would take about 50 people?
50 to 75.
To volunteer or find out more about facility rental, contact the Cowichan Bay Maritime Centre at 250-746-4955 or go to the website to learn all about volunteer opportunities, classicboats.org. I'm learning all about sports fishing here in Cowichan Bay. Did you know in the 1950s, Cowichan Bay was one of the best salmon fishing areas around? That's just one of the many things you can learn here at the Cowichan Bay Maritime Centre. And after a break, we'll be visiting the boat building workshop. Also after the break, another terrific Paul Beilstein story. How do you grow a homegrown coffee chain? One cup at a time. From bean to beverage, they do it all. That's coming up after a break as well. We're here at the Marine Ways, and the facilities manager is Tony Owen. Wow, I can see there's a lot of work to be done behind us, Tony. Can you describe this boat for us?
Right. This was built in 1938 in Esquimalt Harbor as a tugboat, and it was used by the Navy. And in 1960, it was decommissioned and used as a logging boom boat. And since then, it has been in souk, and the owner right now is refurbishing back to its original condition.
Oh, that's such a happy story. I love to hear those kind of stories. It will come back to its original condition. Well, the ways here are very busy, it sounds like, most of the year.
Yes, we are actually one of the 4 only maritime ways that we have here that actually drag boats up out of the water. There's lots of travel lifts, but we actually take boats up out of the water on high tide, and we have a marine railway here, and we're totally environmentally sound as well, because this is one of the interesting things about us here is that we try to protect the environment, and any water that comes off this boat goes into settling tanks. I put chemicals with it. It goes into the city sewer, totally inert, and all the barnacles that come off the bottom have to be taken away and disposed of properly because they are a hazardous waste because they have bottom fumes.
That's really good to hear. Now, I know there's a lot going on here with the pier and pod restorations. Plenty of work has been done as well on removing black mold. Tell us about the progress of that.
Well, we are going gung-ho now to get our April the 5th opening going for our pier. As you were mentioning there, we did have a problem with mold and mildew. It's all gone, and it's all been replaced with all sound wood. The roofs that were causing the problem have all been replaced. We had a program here called Say No to the Tarps, whereby we didn't want to put any tarps on the roof. As an example, one of the recycling and environmental friendly things that we do is that these shakes are not shakes at all. They're actually reconstituted car tires. And this is an environmentally friendly product. It's good for over 50 years. And it's made from car tires. It's all ground up and made into molds. Almost looks like a kid's toy in behind here. But it's completely fabricated in Canada, which is a nice, I think, product for us to be able to have on our roofs. And as I say, with a 50-year lifetime, it's going to be up there for many, many years. One of the neat things that was happening today when you folks arrived was that we're just doing a final 25-year finishing of our pier. 25 years ago, when our pier was actually built and put together, we left a cupola to be done. And 2 or 3 of our members here, or volunteers, got together, and I think you have some photographs of it, of what we call a cupola. And on the top of the cupola, there's a weather vane, north, east, west, and south, and it's of a schooner that was made by Ron Lindsay. And Ron is a lifetime member here at the Maritime Centre, another one of our volunteers, and he made that all out of stainless steel, out of an old water tank that came out of a boat. So it was quite neat that he recycled that for us on top of our new cupola that we have down here at the Maritime Centre. Volunteers have come through, and we've also had major donations from the general public, and also too we've had some donations from Supercargoes, a group that have donated over $20,000 to us, and also the Port of Nanaimo have put in over $5,000, and we're meeting our goal of over $30,000 to put on new roofs for our pod.
This is a beautiful center, so without the volunteers, it probably wouldn't even exist.
No, we're just totally based. I mean, I'm just one person, and Sharon, who you've met, is another person in our office. We're paid employees, but without the volunteers, we'd be nowhere.
So facilities management takes in a lot, Tony. Just tell us briefly.
Basically, I'm looking after the shop. I think we took some photographs of some of our members in there working on different projects. I look after that, making sure all the tools are sharp and all the dust collectors and the sawdust is all taken care of. And also looking after the ways here as well, because I have another 50-odd hauls booked for this year. So I'm looking after the ways as well as looking after the maintenance of the pier that we're standing on right now.
So is it sort of like New Year's Eve here at springtime because you're looking forward to a great season to come?
Oh yes, for sure. We've got a work crew coming in this Saturday, and it's our spring cleanup. And we're going to be doing things from sweeping up into the front yard to pressure washing the dock to sweeping the ways to working in the shop too. So without those volunteers, we'd never get off the ground for the year.
And D-Day is early April, right?
Oh, that's for sure is. It sure is. April the 5th is the day that we want folks to come down and enjoy what we're doing.
Opening day at the Cowichan Bay Maritime Centre will be Saturday, April 5th. Enjoy all the activities, find out about volunteering, or learn more about building or operating your own boat at the facility. Phone 250-746-4955 or go to the website to learn more, classicboats.org. This is a drum spool, standard equipment on gill netters. I'm learning from the Cowichan Bay Maritime Centre here. And after our break, we'll tell you all about a great festival coming this summer to the centre. And James Green will introduce us to a creative Salt Spring Island couple. Coming up after the break.